Hello, this is Robyn. Welcome to my channel Heart Guided Intuition. And here is a general reading for Monday, May 18th, 2020. And as I'm recording this, it's actually evening. There's only a few hours left in the day. And usually the general readings that I do them ahead of time so that we can kind of see what's coming up. But sometimes I like to do them in the evening and ask kind of a review question about the day. I do a lot of prayer work before I pull the cards, before I shuffle them and pull the cards. And this time I asked my helping spirits, what is it we need to see and understand and learn about today? What is this a takeaway message from Spirit for today, for everybody? So it's a general message. It might not apply to everybody, but it might be helpful to you, and hopefully it will resonate. It might even really resonate with you. Okay, so I've shuffled the cards and I've chosen them, but I have not looked at them yet. I like to look at them while I'm on camera so that any messages coming through, I can just relay them to you as I'm getting them. Okay, so give me just a few moments and I'm going to turn the cards over, see what Spirit's message is for today. Okay. You'll see. Oh, wow. I like turning them over, like, as I turn each one over, the picture, the story starts to come. Interesting. Okay. All right. Let's see. The first card up, Ten of Cups. Beautiful card. Beautiful card of the achievement of a happy home, prosperity, abundance in all of its forms, happy family, abundance in everything. There's even a rainbow behind the cups. It's just a gorgeous card. I use the Gilded Tarot. I have other tarot decks, but this is my absolute favorite because of the jewel tones. And the Ten of Cups the cups are associated with the water element. So happy home, happy family, fulfillment, family, in love, in relationships with, anybody who is close to us. Fulfillment and achievement with that. And it actually came out with two spirit cards. This is the card of unconditional love, which goes perfectly with that card. Unconditional love. And it has a very maternal energy too, this one. So unconditional love in regard to the home and family and relationships. And achievement, like achievement, success, that's what 10 is. And it's coming up with this card, which is the ebb and flow of things. The ebb and flow, that things change, whatever. It's kind of like the seasons, and right now is the season to reap the benefits of our connections, our heart connections. And that's also coming up with the Ganesh card. Ganesha card. Ganesha is the remover of obstacles in the Hindu religion. He's the elephant god. Capacity to love, right? The capacity to love. And I'm just looking at this. This very tender image of Ganesha's trunk wrapping around something. And, the capacity to love, that's how we get here. If you're not here, there's a way to get there. That ebb and flow within us that allows us sometimes to open up and allows us sometimes to be very guarded. It creates a very guarded energy that, depending on where we are, depending on our capacity at any given time, it can ebb and flow. It can ebb and flow like the tides, like the cycles of the moon, like the cycles of the year, like cycles of the day and night. Our capacity to see what we have, our capacity to, I guess, to see clearly and to see, check in. It's important to check in with ourselves and to see where we're at in regard to family matters, love, happy home, all of the matters of the heart and how they are manifested in our lives. Mostly through people connections, or things that we love. But that Ten of Cups, the happy home, this is like the love is always there. The love is always, always there. There's always around us something to love, someone to love. There's always the ability to have the capacity to love. But we don't always do that. And we're human. It ebbs and flows, and sometimes fear can get in the way, and sometimes, like the situation we're all in the world with this lockdown. Some people's lives are more active and crazy, and other people's lives are more sparse and more isolated. So that's the first part of the message. The next part of the message for today is Page of Cups, the ability to begin understanding what our heart needs, or a message coming in after some difficulty. So here, it's again, there's that ebb and flow. I would call this video ebb and flow, because here is the sun or the moon rising above a stormy sea. After some very difficult emotions, still it rises. Still there's morning after every night. There's always a dawn. There's always a beginning after an ending. Always. And we can always embrace that. Be the student. Be the learner. Be open to sharing our cup of love, our hearts with others. We can always be willing to do that. Always. The next guidance card is purple, developmental clarity. So having a clarity, but this is also, this purple, it's that higher energy of having clarity with divine guidance and inner guidance, however you want to put it. Having that clarity, that inner knowing, that it's kind of like a psychic ability, it's a tuning into energies. Be clear in what you want and what you know that you have, and in your abilities. You don't have to stay up late at night worrying, because that love is always there. Even if right now it's in a phase of the ebb and flow where you can't see it and you don't know if it's there. The chariot moves forward, and yet it stood still. The Chariot's a very interesting card, and it's about balance. It's about balance. It's very much like the ebb and flow card. The Chariot isn't actually moving, not in this deck, but it can move forward once there's balance. So I think the message for today is, however your day went, I'm sorry about the camera movement, however your day went, Ten of Cups is a really powerful card. That's having achieved a level of love in your relationships with your family or with yourself and what you do. in who you know that you are, having achieved a level of compassion, self-love, self-respect, okay? And that waxes and wanes. Our perception of it, our perception of ourselves, of the world around us, waxes and wanes, of what our gifts are, of what our blessings are in the world. That comes and goes. So if you're at a high point, if today brought you like such beauty and joy, then just know that even if things wax and wane, differently, and they ebb and flow differently tomorrow or in coming days, it doesn't mean that what you had today is not still there. And if you had sort of a difficult day where maybe you had difficulty seeing the beauty and the joy and the love in your life that's available to you, then wait for it. There is a balance. Look for the balance. And this mental clarity, which is really, it's an inner knowing. It's about tapping into a clarity that is beyond our external circumstances, okay? So sometimes we need to, it's like swimming, like move past it. Just be like, that out of the way, that out of the way. Just be in this flow where you're seeing your straight line forward. And you're seeing clearly. You're allowing that divine clarity or the clarity of your heart to come through if things are really difficult. But just know that nothing stays the same. It's that saying, the only thing that's constant is change. So what we have to look at for today is whatever it was for you, it won't always be this way. But if it was good, the good will come again. If it was not so good, it will pass and the good will come. It's that ever flowing motion of the cycle of time and life and seasons. And wow, it's about being in that state of fluidity and trusting your heart no matter what you see. Because sometimes we can see things through the eyes of our wounds, through the eyes of our woundedness, or through the eyes of the tension that swirls around us in the chaos of life. Okay? But don't let that trip you up. Okay? Stay strong. Thanks for watching. Peace, love, and blessings to every single person watching this.